Well, good morning. We are in Chiang Mai, Thailand, and we are walking through some of the back alleys today. Old Town is a very interesting place. It's not just a place that has like modern amenities for tourists and things like that, but there's a lot of little family restaurants. There's a lot of very interesting little shops. I ran into a very cool little bookstore I'm going to take you to. There's a couple little family-owned restaurants that I've been trying, and you have to walk to find them. You have to get out of the main areas and start walking down some of these back little roads. And that's what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna show you around beautiful Chiang Mai, Thailand, Old Town, but not the touristy areas, the back alleys. That's where we're going. Also, we're gonna talk about an important subject. We're gonna talk about how I keep in touch with my family when I travel. You see, when you are taking some time to jump on a plane and fly far away, emergencies can happen. Things can happen that are unexpected. How do I prepare for that? How do I keep in contact with my family? How do I make sure people know that I exist and that I'm still alive? And how can people find me? Not just my family, but how can emergency services find me when I travel? I'm gonna talk about these things today. Today's gonna be a little conversation about how I prepare for the unexpected when I travel. And in the meantime, we're gonna do a little bit of exploring. We've got a lot to talk about. Let's get going. To find something new, you have to go somewhere new. You have to get off of the main roads. And if you do just a little traveling, you might be surprised that you'll find some really cool stuff, because there are cool things in Chiang Mai to find. First, let's talk about actually keeping in contact. I maintain contact with my family almost on a daily basis. It can be as little as a text message, and it just helps keep in contact with my family so they know that I'm okay. I don't like to go 2 days and not have sent any kind of message home to my family. I love running into these little fruit stands like this. I just grab a few oranges and bananas for the rooms. 3 oranges came up to about $1.50. It was incredible. And the bananas were an amazing deal as well. I've said this before, that if you're vegetarian or if you do eat a lot of fruit, you will find that spending a long time in Thailand, like retirement or making it like a second home, you're going to save a lot of money. These bananas, by the way, I got this whole thing of apple bananas for $1. Just incredible. The cost of fruit and vegetables is low. Let's head back down one of the little back alleys. This is always kind of interesting when you find these little temples that you didn't know were there. Another thing that I've started recently is making sure that I use technology to track where I'm at so that my family knows. There's 2 ways that I do this, and I'm curious in the comment section if you've tried these as well. One way is that on my cell phone, I turn on the tracking, and then it lets you choose who can track you. So I put my family members down, and it's still secure. It's not like you're saying that anybody can track you. You're actually saying who is allowed to know where your cell phone is and where you are. The second one is something that maybe you've never tried before, but you should give it a shot. And that is the Apple AirTags. So I've been picking up Apple AirTags for years because we've been using them in our family and we love them. But I recently tossed one in my backpack, and it's set up so that my family members can follow it. You see, the Apple AirTag works great. It's very light, it's very small, it connects with everything that's around it. It can connect with cell phones, it can connect with whatever it needs to in order to get its information through. And for you and I, it's just a nice backup way to be able to communicate so that in case you and I are unable to see anybody or talk to anybody for a few days, someone can say, at least we knew where they were at or where their backpack is now. So the use of that tracking on my cell phone and the use of AirTags have both helped me so that people can at least have an idea of where I'm at and where I've been recently. You know I love to grab a great burger, and here at Arno's, you will find just that. This is not a big burger place, but I'm going to tell you right now, quality is on the menu. This place is incredible. They have steaks here. They do everything to order, just fantastic. Here, when I first walked in, they were getting a steak ready for another customer. I was like, oh man, I walked into the right place. So if that's what you're looking for, you're looking for the meats. And I am definitely looking for the meats. Look at this here. I ordered the onion rings on the side of a hamburger with real cheddar cheese, and they're making the onion rings fresh to order. Incredible. I love that. It's quality. They really care for what they're doing here. The staff is great. They have an upstairs area as well. If you have a larger group coming through, let me go ahead and show this to you. If this is what you're looking for, they've got it. Thank you so much. Oh, man. $10 meal, freshly made. Everything is just as I like it. All the sauces are homemade. Incredible. I'm going to come back here for a burger again. Woo, sink my teeth into that burger. What a fantastic burger. Juicy, delicious, all the different vegetables that I love on there. That fantastic melted cheddar cheese, and then crunchy, freshly made onion rings. When I travel, I love to try the local foods, but I always enjoy coming back to a good burger. Arno's, fantastic. I will be back again. Let's talk now about when situations arise in the country that you're visiting that you didn't expect, and communications stop, and the ATMs don't work anymore, and now you're wondering, okay, now what? Everything is shut down. Something else that I like to do that a lot of people don't think about is I like to make sure that I have enough cash to get from wherever I am to an airport and back home. I call this Bugout Money. Now, what does that mean? And how can you implement this? Well, it's very easy, okay? When you get to a new country, you're gonna pull out maybe $100, $200 worth of the local currency. And don't worry about it. At the end of your trip, you can just cash it right back in and get your next country's currency or your home currency. You're just gonna hold on to this. This is not money that you're gonna spend. You're gonna go to an ATM like you normally would and pull some money out and spend that. You just hold on to this currency, because if something happens, if communications get shut down, if ATMs stop working, if there's an emergency within that country, you're gonna need cash to get to the airport. You're not gonna be able to utilize ATMs. And you can't just say, oh, hey, I'll whip out my credit card, because credit card machines won't work. You need cash. It's called Bugout Money. And that's something that I've been implementing for some time. So when I travel to a new country, I make sure that I pull a little bit of money out and just keep that in an envelope ready to go. That's my Bugout Money. It gets me from my hotel to the main airport and back home. I'm not trying to show anybody a credit card. I'm not trying to show anybody a US $100 bill and they're like, look, we don't take that. What can I do with that? Everything is shut down. All the banks are closed. All the ATMs are closed. Make sure you have a little bit of Bugout Money. I love coming across these little family-owned operations. This is a typical little juice stand. You can get your vegetable juices, your fruit juices. They'll blend in whatever you want. and just kind of make whatever mix you want. I asked for something they had on the menu, which was fresh orange, and they put fresh carrot in it. I think they put a little touch of mint or something in there as well. It was fantastic. Look at here, they're squeezing the oranges one at a time. Very fun. The daughter wanted to kind of jump in and help out. That was cute. Fresh carrot right there going in. Fantastic. This came up to $1, and then down the road I go with this. And by the way, this is huge. Amazing to get that for just $1, and off we go. Sometimes you got to walk these little back alleys like this to find these little juice spots. You know, they're not advertised or anything like that. They're just great little finds. You're not gonna know what's down an alley unless you walk it. And that's why I, again, recommend walking every day, because you're going to discover things that otherwise you wouldn't. If you take a little cab or a scooter cab, they're just gonna drive you right by these places. You got to get out and you have to walk. That's how you're going to discover more. That's how you're going to get to know a place that when you travel to it. Wow, that's a nice bike. Look at this bike this guy has. Wow, that thing is geared up. Are you traveling around Thailand or just here?
China to India.
Oh, from China to India.
Yeah, to Beijing to Delhi.
Oh my gosh.
From China to India. And come here, come Chiang Mai, stay here.
Oh my gosh, look at that. I love it. It looks great. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Have a nice day.
You too. Wow, that guy's doing a lot of traveling. He's got a beautiful bike setup. I love that. Man. The next one you might find interesting. I go through and check all of my documents that I have. It could be your passport. It could be other important documents, any type of medical document or medical insurance that you have. If you have maybe birth certificates, social security, all of that. And I scan them. And I keep them inside a file online in case everything I have gets taken away from me. I can go and I can print them out. And this is something that I've been implementing for many years. In fact, I used this back when I was traveling for work. I make sure that all my important documents are scanned and they're waiting for me in the cloud. As you travel, you can find internet cafes. You can find lobbies of hotels that have Wi-Fi that'll help you out in an emergency, or law enforcement even. And I can get access to my important documents and print them out again. That is a nice way to have these documents when you're overseas if everything gets grabbed from you. If you don't have anything, it's just you walking down the street because everything is gone. You can start to slowly put your life back together. You never know what you're going to find when you're wandering the back alleys and side roads of a small town like this. You're going to find the coolest stuff. The Lost Bookstore. So many great titles here. They take really great care of the books. They wrap them. You can find used books here. You can find some new books. They even have some discount books if you're just looking for a quick novel. $1 books that you can read on a plane or while you're sitting at the airport. They had those too. I really enjoy these kind of unexpected finds. One more to think about, and that is make sure that your government has an idea that you have entered another country. Now, I know you're saying, well, hey, I use my passport to enter. That's true. But if something happens, if there's an emergency, are they aware of what hotel you're staying in? Are they aware of how to get in touch with you? Or are they completely unaware that you're in that country at all? If an emergency happens, if there's a military coup, if there's a volcano that erupts, if an earthquake destroys all communication, how does your government have any idea where you are? That you are in a country, that you are staying at a particular hotel, that you're even in a particular town? Well, there is an option. There is something called the STEP program. The STEP program goes like this. You simply go onto the U.S. State Department, you set up an account that has all of your contact information, And every time you go into a new country, all you have to do is just log in and put the dates that you're going to be there and the hotel name. That's pretty much all they want. All your contact information is already there. But your country wants to know how to get to you if there's an emergency. That's the first thing they're going to do, is go to the STEP program and find out what Americans are there in that country. So it's worth it. It's worth it to enroll, and it doesn't cost anything. It's late in the afternoon now, and we've been wandering the back roads here in Old Town Chiang Mai for quite some time. I'm ready to just sit down and have a bite to eat. Let's grab a nice meal here at the Grill of Punjab Indian restaurant. Oh, it kind of changes the tone, yeah? Thank you so much. That looks great, thank you. Oh, my word. I know this is going to sound crazy, but this was $6. This is a $6 complete meal with 2 different main dishes, 1 chicken, 1 vegetable, and all the side dishes fresh, baked, naan bread. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. This is fantastic. You know, you can find Indian restaurants around Southeast Asia that'll charge you this much for 1 main dish. This is for the whole meal, and I couldn't finish it. I took half of this meal back to my room. I will definitely come back here to enjoy a good Indian meal like this. I love it. I like to mix in a little bit of that yogurt, the raita, as they say, and a little bit of that spiciness. Oh my gosh. A big thank you to the Grill of Punjab. I will definitely come back again. And there's a few other dishes I want to try on the menu, but this is actually perfect. This is the right amount of food. I want to thank you for spending some time with me today. Today we spent walking the back alleys of Old Town Chiang Mai, the little shops that service just their neighborhoods, the fantastic little restaurants. Prices are incredible. The food is incredible. I encourage you, when you travel, to get out and walk more, explore, get away from the big streets and the big tourist areas, and travel some of these little back roads and see what you can find. Would you like to know more about traveling in a minimalist lifestyle, traveling low cost this way around the world with just 1 backpack? If you would, like and subscribe the video and come along with me. Okay, I'm gonna go grab myself a cup of coffee. We'll talk again soon. Aloha. Like a thief in the night, the ninja attack cat of Thailand snuck up on me. Just look at him, watching me from a distance, flanking me. Look at him using that pole. See that? Perfectly using the pole as cover. That's the ninja tactics that they train. Look at him sneaking up on me, ready to pounce. A vicious beast just waiting, conserving his energy to strike. Man, watch out for them. These little back alleys like this, the cars go right by you.